Good morning everyone. I am Vishnu Jagtap and in front of all of you I am presenting the Mint newspaper headlines. So first of all, is China finally grounding its wolf warriors? Next, the Yawn challenge. On page number 4 in that Mama Earth's plans put new age IPOs in focus. On page number 5 in that Apex ahead in race for stake in Quest Global. Next, government may offer soaps to accelerate shift to green mobility. Next, RBI Center keep inflation failure later under wraps. Next, India's GDP will grow at 6%, which represent a fantastic potential. Next, IT firms employees cost soar on rising lateral billable hiring. Next, Kohli Shiraj star has India thrust Sri Lanka by 317 runs to set ODI record. Next, Indian exporters tell center Russian buyers offering yuan and not a rupee. Next, BIS confidence jumps to a 2-year high in October December. Next, Embearer aims to boost localization plans in bid to land defense orders. Next, deals worth rupees 10,000 crore stall has CCI awaits quorum. Next, 2 years on flex workspaces make a surprise comeback. On page number 6 in economy and political section, under that, it's time now to advert a crisis that faces the world. Next, Yawn dilemma in Russia trade. Next, CISF personnel for airports under UDAN. Next, there is no surge in new COVID cases. Next, government may expand approved list of solar module makers to beat shortage. On page number 7 in deals, tech and startup section under that, electronic firms push for traffic cuts on parts. Next, consumer focused brands lead deal activity. Next, India to have largest content creator base. Next, Amicus said to invest $20 million in contract manufacturer ACUS. On page number 9 in mark to market section under that mint short has China tech stocks roar back has back a new normal will test upside. Next, bond investors at a crossroads with US Fed likely pause in sight. Next, IT cause margin recovery a sole case. Next, why quarter 3 FY23 result of telecos are unlikely to ring happy tons. Next, Demat accounts rises 34% to 108 MN in December. Next, can easing inflation brings chariot? Next, FPI's offload rupees 15,000 crore from market in Jan so far. On page number 10 in corporate section under that, key Apple partners plan expansion in Southeast Asia. Next, attrition failed to curb IT cost as lateral billable hirings rise. Next, Carl Hein, who lead Volkswagen expansion, dies at 96. Next, India must spur green energy projects. Next, Amazon HR employees turn from hiring to find new jobs. On page number 11 in corporate section under that, RBI Center keep inflation failure letter under wraps. Next, we aim to generate at least 50% of revenue from online in 7 to 8 years. Next, government may offer soaps to hasten shift to green mobility. Next, Embarrier aims at localization in bid to land defense orders. Next, deals worth rupees 10,000 crore stall at has CCI awaits quorum. Next, flex workspaces make a comeback. Next, Apex ahead in race for stake in Quest Global. Next, business confidence jumps to 2-year high. Next, no GST for banks on UPI soap. Next, on page number 12 in corporate section under that, IIFCL gives rupees 6,630 crore to develop airports. Next, hydrogen IC engine may be key to India's net zero goals. Next, Surya ranks number 1 in IIHB rankings of Southern celebs. On page number 13 in news wrap section under that, SC2 hear Google's appeal against CCI. Next, India set to bolster weather monitoring. Next, Renew to set up solar cell unit. Next, India beat Sri Lanka by 317 runs in third ODI win series by 3-0. Next, police seek small arms sale of GEM. Next, Lalit Modi names his son Ruchir as successor in LKM Family Trust. Next, BJP's two-day meeting executive meet begins today. Next, India's Russian oil imports hit 1 MN BPD. Next, China's barriers impact India's export. Next, Sikandrabad Vizag Vande Bharat start. Next, Jaishankar may visit Sri Lanka on Jan 19. On page number 14 in global section under that, Pakistan's economy grinding to a halt has dollar dry up. Next, WHO appeal to China release more info on COVID-19. Next, Myanmar shadow government raises $100 million to oppose junta. Next, Peru declares emergency in Lima over protests. Next, Netanyahu moving ahead of legal overhaul despite outcry. Next, uh, UK gives rail firms permission to make new offer to unions. Next, Iran to get Russian fighters jets by March. Next, 68 killed in Nepal's deadliest plane crash in 3 decades. Next, more classified docs found at US President home. On page number 15 in long story section under that, around the CES in 27 product. On page number 16 in mint money section under that, India's growth will be 6% and it represents a fantastic potential. Next, the challenges in SEBI's complaints redressal system. Next, what a car loan cost you. Next, how do I calculate tax on my net LTCG? On page number 17 in views section under that, our bond of unity resets on constitutional basics. Next, challenges of big tax swag on the internet would not have it easy. Next, the myths around a man in the Internet Hall of Fame. On page number 18 view section under that, the union budget should take a bifocal view on India's economy. Next, watch out for equity gambles in the use of ESG investment. Next, the Indian economy will be marked by contradiction. On page number 19 in that business of life under that, this new year praises your professional reveal as well. That much for today. Thanks for watching. Make a good day.